Three, two, one, and we're live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. This is Angela with another review recap on Your Husband is Cheating on Us. I've got questions for you. What opens with 12 days to the show and Jermaine is out? And what closes with the show almost right around the corner and Kristen saying, have you ever walked out on a show before? Don't let this be your first time. Somebody else may be out. Hey, welcome on the chat. If you guessed Your Husband is Cheating on You, season 1, episode 7, Girl Fight. You're correct. Thank you so much for clicking on the video or jumping on the live and sticking around to see how we get from opening to closing. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of those other good things. Let's jump right in. Okay, so this is the episode that just aired on Sunday, June 8th. Okay, so we got 12 days until the show. Jermaine is out. He got fired last episode. Hey, hi, I see. What's up? Thank you. Dee and Leah are commiserating on Jermaine. He'll learn. We complain in our bedrooms, not at rehearsal. That's right, actors. I'll fight. I'll fight. But you give me a script and a song and I'll learn them. That's what Diva D is saying. And you know it's true. I can tell it's true. She gonna get up on stage and she's gonna do her job. She might be drama backstage, but she's gonna be drama on the stage. And that's why we love actors. We find out that Tony Terry is going to be the new leading man. Marvin, he's going to be the new leading man. Marvin, the director, is like, I should have made this decision a long time ago, but I was trying to give Jermaine the benefit of the doubt. And now we can step up. Leah is reading with him, and she feels like Tony Terry is just bringing her up another level. I don't know why Kristen is looking so miserable, but she's sitting out in the audience at the rehearsal looking miserable because she can see that the show go on without Jermaine. What do they always say? One monkey don't stop no show. And she need to learn that and stop using her white privilege to get people fired, bigging them up, and then his black behind is gone and her white behind is still there. Deatra is on the stage. She's like, oh, this is Kristen. Deatra is on the stage like a cat in heat. Horny much. The woman is acting. And if she is like a cat in heat, she on the stage. She giving us the fire and the heat. The director is like, we are now where we should have been. And Leah and Dee, they're feeling good about the rehearsal, but Kristen is mad about Jermaine. And then the director is like, well, let's keep it positive. We happy. Things are going well. We moving. We progressing. Now we can take photos for our publicity or whatever he's saying. And Kristen is like, to the director, please don't say anything negative about Jermaine or anyone else who's left the show. He the only one who left the show. I guess Genuine left and came back. You say you want things to be positive. Well, don't shade Jermaine. You said we finally have people to put on the poster. She's all upset. JD is like, ma'am, this is my show, and we finally have someone who has a marquee value. And together it becomes our show, but it is my show. And Jermaine was only here as long as I allowed him to be, ma'am. Okay, so then in the car we see Leah and Dee, and they coaching Kristen. They like, look, I know you upset. You got to work it out. What you need to do, you need to work it out before the next rehearsal. We need to go out. What you need to do, girl, that's what you're supposed to do. You got to work that stuff all out, not in rehearsal. So they tell her, what you need to do. They coaching her, keep it professional. Don't do that in front of the new guy. We're all a team together. We got to keep morale up. You can't insult the new person. Kristen is crying. Oh, boo hoo 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 hoo. Tandy comes back from dealing with her daughter in Atlanta, and she finds out that Jermaine was fired. And Tandy is like, well, this was our second leading man. Like, what's going on? Then Tandy, she's still mad at Dee. She's very mad at Dee. And she feels like Deatra is playing Leah, like, playing her. So she finds out that Tony is the leading man. She's like, okay, cool. He's good. I've worked with him before. Is he staying in the house? And Leah is like, well, we're meeting with him shortly. I don't think he's staying in the house. Is he staying? I don't think he's staying in the house. The ladies go out for dinner, and then Tony shows up, and Tandy Tandy has worked with Tony years ago. She says he's a professional and he can sing his face off. So that's exciting. That's good for the show. Um, Tony is like, I didn't know Marvin was such an integral part and a big part of the show, but I'm glad. I know he is. It's fun to walk into a show and like be the star and the savior. Um, and he's glad. And then D is like, well, Tony and I came from a show that established the circuit. Before us there was no Chitlin circuit, and after us there was. It was called Mama I Want to Sing. Have you heard about it? Oh, we were so good. She's being a diva because she's Diva D. And Tandy is getting very annoyed. It's kind of edited the way the editing is. It's like blah 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 blah. Like Diva D is just going on talking about herself like actors sometimes do. And then Tandy, she's like, well, I'm gonna go to the bar. At first she's kind of like, oh, you were the star, like making fun of her, and Diva D doesn't even really get it. And then Tandy leaves and goes to the bar, and then she's doing that to avoid going off on Deatra. And then Tony is like, what happened? And Leah is like, it's been a lot of unnecessary drama, and it'll take a moment, for her to catch up. And then D is like, unnecessary drama, Diva D, or necessary drama. Drama, the show must go on. And then Tony is like, well, I'm glad to be here. Like, I don't know what I walked into, but I'm glad to be here. At the rehearsal the next day, Genuine comes in during rehearsal. He's glad to see his homie Tony, Tony Terry. He says that is someone that he has looked up to. And they've never worked together before, but now he realizes that Tony Terry, is the perfect Marvin. Leah is excited to have a good leading man. D and the director step off to the side. We find out that D's part, Diva D, remember when she came into the show, she didn't have a song. Her part was small, and she was like, who's going to come to a show and not see me sing? I mean, that's just ridiculous. People pay their money to come to a show to see me sing. She didn't have a part. But now her role has been increased, so she also has a song, in addition to her role being increased. So she has a song, and she's so happy, and I'm so happy for Dee. I think she's really a sweet lady. I can see how it would be a mess to be around her, but I like her, and I'm rooting for her. And then we have a promo shoot that's going to be happening in 2 or 3 hours, and they have this little thing where Tony is like, in 2 or 3 hours, and the director is like, yeah, in 2 or 3 hours, like, just be ready. And then I'm like, wow, they're just promoting the show 2 weeks out. But remember the last episode, we just talked about how this whole thing has been a promo for the show. Now, they haven't been running rehearsals. Maybe in the localities where the show is running, they've been running rehearsals. Did the show run in Detroit? Is it going to run in Detroit? I haven't seen any commercials. Have you seen any commercials? Are you going to go see it? I'm like, but 2 weeks out doesn't seem like enough time to promote anything. But JD is excited to have Genuine and Tony Terry. He feel like he got some good headliners now. We see Leah and Dee chatting, and Tandy is mad. Her jaw is tight. And Tandy is like, after 20 years of giving Leah hell, you're just a changed woman, Dee. Deatra, Diva D. She's mad. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying what you're selling. That's Tandy, mad about some other grown women's business. Tandy, girl, down. It's okay. It's okay. That's like this one here. This dog, she be mad about dogs walking up and down the street. Worry about your own business. Jermaine and Kristen are meeting up, and Jermaine is like, so you finally did a full run through? And Jermaine knows the new Marvin, and he feels that Jermaine, was cast wrong. He's not a leading man, and he knew all along that JD would bring in a headliner. And Jermaine wants to be on, he's like, I want to be on the Game of Thrones, not the Chitlin circuit. So he's like, like a little sour grapey, but he all right. And then we see that they're doing like mini shows at churches. So they're, going around to promote the show at churches and tell the people to buy tickets. Kristen has some on stage time. She's not just an understudy because of the rewrite, right? Tandy is really not here for Deatra and the Leah situation. She's not here for them being friends anymore. I mean, again, she don't buy it. She upset. She mad. Deatra is playing. She feels that Deatra is playing on Leah, wanting to do stuff for the children. And Leah understands Tandy's frustration. I feel bad for Tandy because she's in the middle of it, and I think Diva D may be playing up a little bit. She's a little dramatic. And Leah's like, I understand Tandy's frustration. She feels she's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Although I just kind of feel like if they're grown and they want to work it out, what difference does it make to me? And Tandy mocks Deatra's singing, and then back in the room, Tandy, Deatra, and Leah and Kristen, and Tandy is like, Deatra says something like, "Oh yeah, when we went to the church, the ladies remembered me from, Mama, I Want to Sing. That's the show I made famous when I started the Chitlin Circuit, and they were just so happy to see me, and they're so excited that I'm going to be singing." And she doing her thing, and Tandy is like, "Nobody wants to hear about 1985, you old lady." And she storms out, "I don't care." She's mad. "I don't care if they remember you for Mama, I Want to Sing." And then Leah ends up blowing off Deatra to go out with Tandy, because Tandy's like, "I'm not going out with D." So basically you got to choose. So Leah's like, "Okay, I'm going to go out with Tandy." And then now Deatra does say, "Well, I'm sure that Diamond, our daughter in common, is going to be happy to know that you're choosing Tandy over me and leaving me here all alone." She gets a little dramatic. And then Tandy gets mad at D, like really, really, really hyper mad for like what she said and what she did. I didn't really understand why she was just so mad, but she was so mad. And then D is like, "I used to get angry." Tandy, she gets mad, and D is like, "I used to get angry, and then I went to a therapist who gave me an exercise to sing when I get mad." So she's humming and carrying on. And then Leah is holding Tandy back, like literally, like, are they just, I think they're play acting for the TV, because why would Tandy just be so mad about some other grown people's business? And then Deatra is like really, really upset. And then she's talking to Christy's like, "Look, Tandy," Leah is saying, leading lady Leah, "I'm cool. She can't shadow me just because she's a diva, just because she's big up in herself. I'm okay. I'm confident. I'm comfortable. I'm cool. I'm a grown woman. I got this, girl. It's cool. We good. I'm good." We are working together, and she's been good so far. Like, I'm trying to be a professional. We had these children in common. I'm trying to do the right thing. Chillax, mama, chillax. And then D is like inside, "I just can't take it." And then Kristen is like, "Have you ever walked out on the show before?" And D is like, "No." And then Kristen is like, "Well, don't let this be the first time." And that's the end of the episode. So that's y'all. Now, I don't believe that Diva D is going to walk out on anybody's show. Diva D is going to walk into somebody's show and get on stage and start singing and acting. She ain't going nowhere. But anyway, that's the end of the episode. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for being here live. Thanks for the like. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I think that's like, share, comment, subscribe. That might be all you could do. Do everything you could do. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. Today is the best day ever. You are the greatest. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous, you. Peace.